I'm not particularly fond of clowns, but if I actually ever met one, I'd probably be scared.
I don't like clowns. I've never liked clowns, and I'm never going to like clowns. Period.
Now, if it was like someone I'm very close friends with, and then I discover they're a clown, and they don't seem like that kind of person, then I might not want to be as close to them anymore.
Yeah. What about Miss Susan? Because she also does clown stuff.
Well, since she's married to Mr. Jerry, I wanted just the eyes and the smile. It has certain eyes and a certain smile. It just creeps me out. No, you may not. Please? No!
I don't like any of it. There's no one thing that I can pinpoint about them that I hate besides them.
He's in the closet.
Wow.
Hey. You okay in there?
I'm not coming out. There's a clown out there.
I definitely do not like being around them. And it seems like everybody that I've talked to about it say they don't like clowns.
I wedged a clothes hanger in between the doors so that the clown couldn't get in. You're a mean person. There we go. I don't like clowns.
He's a bad clown too.
Yeah, such a scary face. Yeah.
I considered turning over the end table, but I didn't want to scratch up the floor. So.
Thank you for your restraint. Hey, I found my, come on. I found my piggy bank. Hurry up, stop. Hey, I found my piggy. Hey, you lost. Hey, have you lost? Ever lost?
I've always been a clown. Not always wearing paint, but I've always been a clown.
And then blend it, crisscross it.
I just thought it was fun. You know, I love to act silly and dress up, and so it's the perfect solution.
So have you ever had anyone express a fear of clowns before?
I have had a few, and I think the Saw movies have made that worse. Yeah.
The earliest memory I have would be the Poltergeist film, in which there was a clown doll. Out of all that, for some reason it's the clown doll specifically that sunk into me.
Clowns are usually the bad guys in movies, and you just get creeped out. You don't know anything about them. Creepy.
I was terrified of clowns long before I saw any horror movies with clowns in them. Now once I saw the horror movies, it more solidified the fact.
I don't want to look in the mirror because I'm probably a scary clown now. My makeup's running, and I got something in my eyes.
For starters, clowns look different, and they act different. Clowns are a little more free-spirited than a normal adult.
I think it's also the personality, because you can be, as a clown, you can be almost anything. You can be really creepy, really funny, just weird.
You do wonder what those exaggerated expressions, or how that's confusing to a kid that's trying to say, okay, well, their mouth doesn't look like they're smiling, but then you've got this exaggerated smile. Or maybe they've got this exaggerated frown, but then the person's making a joke.
They have painted on smiles, so at first, a smile means that somebody's friendly to us or you're expecting help from them. A lot of clowns use body language, so they're moving their arms a lot or their bodies around. Their body movements or their body language contradicts the painted on smile on their face. And I think it boils down to the brain doesn't know how to comprehend all that stuff at one time. So there's hesitation there, or concern, or in extreme cases, fear.
Sometimes, when they're very young, they can perceive the clown as because there's some bad clowns that are bad people. They just do it for the money.
Hey, everybody, don't want to and she told everybody. Very good.
We're supposed to see it as nice, as fun, as silly. As we get older, we do understand more of the dangers of the world. And that some of these things that maybe even somebody presents to us as, you know, well, this is nice, well, maybe it's not so nice after all.
No, listen to the story. Hey, you guys, I think what you need to do is go see it.
Mr. Clown, you better not push me one more time. Next time I'll be handcuffed for you.
Everybody else's reaction to them is, dude, it's just a clown. You know, this is okay. But their reaction is one where it's this sort of all or nothing, you know, it's this dichotomy of, this is either the most intense fear I've ever had, or I must be, you know, I've got to run.
Part of me, you know, one of my reactions would be proactive, because I think about, the clown's not going to drag me under the bed. If anything, I'm going to drag it under the bed. You know, that kind of thing. I'll be proactive, so I will make the clown be afraid of me. But of course, adult, logical thinking, I would just prefer to remove myself from the scene.
Yay, there's a clown.
Yeah, who likes clowns?
Me.
Who's scared of clowns?
Me.
Nobody's scared of clowns.
I'm afraid you're gonna go through my window and kill me with a meat cleaver.
And so, you know, when everybody else is sitting around going, this is a clown, this is a guy, the guy might be a little weird because we're not sure why people dress up like this, but, you know, he's probably pretty safe overall. But your brain's not thinking that. And sometimes unwittingly as parents, we sort of, you know, we kind of push kids to like, no, it's okay. And the kids are like, ah! You know, and they're screaming and you're like, no, you have to. And, you know, you're kind of reinforcing it because at that point they're seeing the clown, they're scared as hell. And so, you know, it's like, it's just like it's binding that up even tighter.
When I was 3 years old, my dad took me to Barnum and Bailey's circus. But my dad made the mistake of getting seats that were fairly close to the front row, and as soon as the clowns came out, I just started screaming at the top of my lungs.
This one little girl, 5 years old, had always been terrified of clowns. Well, she saw how much fun the kids were having last year over here at this booth. And so she came over and she asked me for a puppy dog. And I gave her a poodle, and she's like, it looks just like my doggy. And then she shocked her mom. She wanted me to do her 6-year-old birthday party.
Is your dislike for clowns something you want to get over, or are you perfectly fine with just, you know, not liking them?
I'm perfectly fine with my situation. I don't really care for liking them more or being more scared of them.
I guess I'm perfectly fine the way I am now.
I'm perfectly happy being terrified of clowns.
Those that are scared of clowns, I actually feel a little sorry for them because they're missing out on so much fun. They really are.